to win a bass low.
Hello and welcome everyone, Tyrael here, and we had another clan war. We started one right after our last one, and we ended up going against LP2 Demeter. Now, we did outmatch this clan by a little bit. This is their #1 player being attacked by Old Hobo, and really, I'm the #1 player in Lunar Rising by base, and we have a lot of people that are stronger than them. I think we got paired up against them because we had my second account and Daddy's third account down at the bottom, so it ranked us a little bit weaker than we should have been ranked. So all our participating players were a little bit stronger, and they were a little bit outmatched, and it really wasn't fair for them. So this isn't, the greatest win for us, and they did a great job for being outmatched. Like, we just had higher level bases and troops. It really wasn't fair for them, but they did a really good job anyways. And this guy right here is being attacked by Old Hobo. Old Hobo did a good job at spreading his troops out there. Now, when you attack with 3 golems, you really want to spread it, and he spread it very well. He spread his troops very well. You're going to lose most of them before you get into that core area, but your stronger ones are going to survive, and you're going to clear so much of it out. You're going to clear out such a huge path right there. You can see that 3 compartments are destroyed. Now, the problem with 2 golems is you only can take 2 compartments, maybe 3 if they're small, but with this, you get this really huge area of no defenses. And you get to the core, there's only, an Expo and 2 Inferno Towers to deal with in front of you or something like that. You got a lot of wiggle room once you have so much of an area cleared out and defenseless, and you're all the way through it. Now, he's just picking off the last 5%. I'm actually going to speed it up so we don't have to sit through that. But thanks entirely to the fact that he brought minions, he is able to clear that out. It was a great idea to bring minions, and with those minions, he gets 52%. Now, this next attack, right here, JJM Lee is going up against Drew. Now, he is attacking from the side I don't normally attack from, but it is the smart side to attack from for this base because the clan castle is in the front. If the clan castle is in the front, you generally don't want to attack the bottom of a southern teaser. If you attack the bottom of a southern teaser with the clan castle in the front, it's just going to be this big block in front of you. Combine that with the fact that he's got 4 wizard towers right there. He's got an Inferno Tower on the opposite side, and he's got all 3 Expos on the opposite side. It is the best idea to attack from up there, and he was smart enough to bring a balloon, or some balloons rather, and 1 giant to lure out some of the clan castle troops. I can tell that might, oh no, if it's all wizards, that might be all. That might be all of it, and lures them up to the best place to lure. Everywhere else isn't quite as good. There's not enough space to work on the left or right, and on the top there is that risk of the mortar, but it's pushed pretty far back, so you should be able to clear out the clan castle troops. But now, you're risking losing them as soon as that mortar can no longer target the golem. Getting everything going in there, jump spell going in the right place. That is the perfect place for that jump spell. Even though the wall is broken, giving yourself as much time inside the jump spell before jumping the only wall you need to jump will make sure everything jumps. Free spell, that was a pretty good free spell. You got a decent amount of buildings right there. You could have done a little better. But, I mean, it's not like it matters that much, really. Getting a lot of percentage here. Already got 42% in the town hall, which isn't very surprising. The walls on this base are not offering a lot of resistance for his high level heroes. Coming in, it's actually gotten 56, 59, 60%, and you've got what you want to see in a 3-star attack going on the left. Over on the left, you have a tanking troop, you've got a support troop, the witch, and you've got a DPS troop, the wizard. You've got its own solid, self-standing group. This group that can stand alone is all the way over there on the left. The P.E.K.K.A, unfortunately, is being hit by that Tesla, and the Tesla does double damage to the P.E.K.K.A, of course. And it's a level 7 Tesla, so it's doing a lot of damage to the P.E.K.K.A, and the P.E.K.K.A is very low. Right now, the P.E.K.K.A is not in good shape, but there's still the support troops, and the Archer Queen is going to die on a wall. But still, you got all those troops left. It is possible to get a... Never mind. What just happened there? Hold on a second. That P.E.K.K.A just decided it didn't want to survive and it didn't want to get the 3-star. This attack could have been a 3-star if it weren't for the P.E.K.K.A going right there for that building that was not in line. I'm not sure why it targeted that building, why it went around the wall and then tried to go back to hit the thing that was killing it, but that just cost JJM the 3-star. Without that P.E.K.K.A there, just for an extra second to take out the cannon, the witch died. The wizard was left with not enough protection, and now the wizard is going to die. Had that P.E.K.K.A gone in the right direction, it would have been alive long enough to take out the cannon, and what you would have is that the witch and the wizard that died before the very end there with just the skeletons and the wizard, you would have them alive. They would be alive, and you would end up with one witch and two wizards still coming through the base. The archer tower would die, they'd clear out the bottom, and then you get the Tesla, and that would be a 3-star. But that didn't happen, and it's actually time for defense. Vlad is defending against Donnie, and Donnie is attacking this base from the right side. He is not the right physical side, he is attacking from the correct side. Were this the original type of design? Vlad is using a sort of troll base, sort of like Ruthless Barbarian made, the one that got really popular. But Donnie is attacking from the side that works against that base, not against this new design. And what he probably should have done, what I would have done, is I would have taken 3 wall breakers and broken that wall right there, the one between those 2 compartments, and then I would have put a jump right there, right on the core, making sure I open nothing but the core. That way, you clear one side and still get straight to the town hall, and everything goes right in. Unfortunately, Donnie is meeting a lot of resistance and had a little bit too much of his troops put its effort on the bottom. They put a little too much effort down there. You can see some buildings are destroyed, but those buildings are unnecessary to destroy. What you're trying to do is get the town hall and then pick off the 50%. There isn't a lot of stuff to pick off, but with a minion or 2, you could pick off a lot. Right around the cannons, you might be able to get several percent there. But because of how he attacked, he had some little extra damage going on the high health buildings and high health walls down on the bottom that he didn't need. And he got a little bit stuck right before the town hall because of the clan castle, because of the heroes. And he ends up with a 1-star and 29%. That's pretty far off of 50%. And now it's time for my attack. I did this live on stream, and this was my favorite attack. One of my favorite attacks of all time. I do not 3-star this guy. I'm going to give you that spoiler right now. I don't 3-star him, but I do something pretty interesting, I think. I thought it was really interesting and really cool to see. And it actually sort of taught me something about thinking about how troops move through a base. And hopefully someone here can learn something from it as well. I did not clear the left side well enough, and I had to deploy a P.E.K.K.A over there because I was worried that my troops were going to go to the left because there's buildings out there. And I spammed a bunch of wall breakers. This is not a good tactic. I spammed 10 wall breakers. 2 made it through. It got me into the core, but only 2 made it through. I wasted 8 wall breakers. That was not a good thing. I lost 8 of them to 1 shot from the wizard tower. I believe that's what happened. But I got lucky again, and that inferno tower right there only targeted my golemites. So all of my P.E.K.K.A, all 5 of them, and my king are perfectly fine. And now they move in for the town hall. They take the town hall at 34%. And they split in all different directions, but only a few go up. The rest of them go down. Now that jump spell was wasted because I didn't realize my P.E.K.K.A were about to just one-shot the wall. I didn't realize that there were 4 P.E.K.K.A standing on one spot, all aiming for the same wall. So they literally melted the wall. But you know what? I don't really need the jump spell. I have 49%, and my queen just got the 50%, and my P.E.K.K.A are over there doing stuff too. And now my queen is just about all that's left. I got a couple troops that I'm deploying on the bottom. And what you can see with this base, and what you're going to see in just a second, is what happened with my troops and how they went through the base. I thought it was really cool. I thought it was an interesting way to see how troops move through a base, and what you can do to maybe do certain things with your troops, even though you can't control them. Personally, I would like to be able to control them after you deploy them, like sort of like I hear in Boom Beach. I hear you can actually control them sort of and direct them. I would like to see that in Clash of Clans. I think it's a ruled out feature, but I really would like to see something like that, some more control over your troops. I've been asking for it for a while, and now I'm just waiting for my wizard to get what he can out of this base. If we zoom out, we can see exactly what I was so intrigued by. I split the base in half. I attacked from the top. Instead of spreading out and, you know, making this sort of fan-shaped destruction, I cut it in half. You can draw a line down the center and see exactly where I cut the base entirely in half. Right down the middle, sort of right down the middle, a little bit to the left of the middle. But I thought it was really cool to see exactly how my troops moved, and I know why they did that. What happened was they got into the core, and because the core is shaped like an X, everything moved down towards the town hall because that was the only path that was available to them. And because some troops, just a small amount of troops, quickly destroyed the stuff up on the top right of the X, The only other place everything could go was down, and because the P.E.K.K.A all went for the same wall because they stayed right on top of each other because of the way I deployed them at the beginning, they all melted one wall, which pulled everything else, the Barbarian King, whatever wizards I had left, whatever Golemites I had left, and my Queen, all straight down the way they went, ending up cutting the base exactly in half, destroying every single building straight down the middle. That's just one more thing to think about when going to war. How can I move my troops? How can I get them to go a certain direction and all stay together? Because a big group of troops is stronger than a bunch of troops all going in random directions. They work better together. And speaking of working better together, Vlad is attacking this guy, and he's going to deploy his troops all together. And we know this base, at least people who watch my channel or my live stream know this base, always best to attack this type of base all at once, all from the bottom, all together in one huge group. Because why? You just melt this first compartment, and there's not that much on the top. Now watch the wizards on the left. You're going to want to watch the wizards on the left. In a couple seconds, you're going to see what happens with them. But right now, he's moving through the core, and he's just pulled out the clan castle. Clan castle is going to go down. Lightning spell, classic. No one can fault it. Great. And now, here's where you want to start looking at the left. It's about to go down. Everything's about to go down. Right as those wizards start to go for the cannon, it turns around and kills them. This is going to come back in 2 minutes. Exactly why. So right here, Vlad is going through. He's made it through, and you've got 2 jump spells. The one on the left really isn't doing much. The one on the left is going completely to waste, but that's not a big deal. He's got level 40 heroes. This is an unmaxed base, so he's got enough power to get through it. The king is down and did not destroy anything after jumping. That's unfortunate. The queen is still going strong, has not used her ability, and has pretty much full health. The queen is on a roll right now, although she is going to start taking damage soon. She doesn't have much else protecting her after these last few things goes down. Alright, queen is still in the clear for now, but getting close. Queen is about to drop to the yellow. Those little golemites are going to protect her for a little while, though. She's going to be taken out a little bit more. You got those troops on the right doing exactly what you need them to do. You got those archers. He was saving those archers, and now he doesn't have to go over that side with his queen. Now, these minions, you're going to also want to watch these minions. It's either the minions or the wizards in the end that make the huge difference. Those little minions right there are those wizards that died off so long ago, right around the beginning of the attack. Like 1 minute into the attack, those wizards died. And also the queen hitting the wall, but that's normal. That's absolutely normal, so no one should ever question it for any reason. You got that little air trap over there. It takes out 1 minion. Also the skeleton trap. You can count the skeleton trap as well. But really, oh, I almost killed that archer. But really, it's the minions or the wizards. Maybe the skeleton trap, maybe the witch. No, I mean maybe the queen hitting a wall. Here's what's going to happen. The queen has used her ability. She's got those little archers protecting her. Right now, she's going to take out this archer tower. Now, if those wizards had killed that cannon would be dead. Or if those minions were saved, the minions could be deployed right now without any interruption from the cannon. Queen starts hitting a wall, time runs out, 99%. With those minions, or the wizards possibly surviving, they probably couldn't have. But maybe with just those minions, he could have gotten a 100% on a well-upgraded Town Hall 10. But we still ended 50-43. Lost Phoenix 2 did an amazing job for how unfair the war sort of was to them. I'm not trying to be a dick. I'm actually saying they're great. They did great, and they even 2-starred me. You can see it right there in the background. But we sort of outmatched them more than we should have. We shouldn't have been paired up with them, but it gave us a win and gave me 1.2 million of each resource, so I can't really complain. But for fairness, they shouldn't have been paired up against us because our maxed players had level 11 walls. Like our 10th player has like 50 level 11 walls. And their 10th player has like level 8 walls or something. And their top player has level 9 walls. They shouldn't be paired up against us. Although it might be the fact that they do have well upgraded troops. So that might have worked against them, actually. It would have worked against them. And the fact that we accidentally had 2 of our minis in the clan when we searched for a clan war didn't really help our opponents. It sort of skewed it in our favor. Sure, if you want to win wars easily and be unfair, you can do that. Or you could just leave them out if they're like level Town Hall 4, level 30 players or something. You might want to leave them out of your war. if you're not even going to use them, you don't want to cheat the system and get a weaker opponent. But they did great, and we really needed to win 2 wins in a row. Longest streak ever for Lunar. So, thanks everyone for watching. I'll see you next time. Tyrael, out.